Hello and welcome. This is the second Dollar Tree run. I went to 11 stores and 3 of them had new stock. The third store that I went to had new stock and actually was the most stocked. The 8th store had 1 box new and 9 old. And the 9th store had 2 or 3 new boxes, and then probably about another 5 of the old stuff. But show you what I picked up today. I'm going to start out with what I forgot to do in yesterday's video of my thrift store and Goodwill, which is basically just 3 titles that I picked up from Stinky Tuna. I forgot right after I finished recording, and I kept trying to remember because I had them set off to the side, because I'm kind of not going to put these in with all my other movies. I'm going to keep them in like a little Netflix section. So the first one that I picked up was Spencer Confidential, and every one of these that I've been picking up from them, with the exception of the Star Wars, I have seen beforehand. So I just make sure that I've watched it and I know I want to pick it up. Again, real nice artwork on the discs. Then I also picked up Bright, Will Smith. I think one of these said something kind of funny on there. Netflix Media Services. Was it this one? Don't recall. And then the third one that I picked up from Stinky Tuna was Bird Box. Yeah, this is the one. This one's actually kind of funny. Intended for rental purposes. I don't know why they would have printed that on the disc. But that was the 3 that I picked up from Stinky Tuna that came in the other day. So I'm going to go through, start off with, picked up a couple books. This one looked interesting. Gauntlet. Press start to play serious nerdcore entertainment. So figured I'd give it a shot for $1. And also picked up Halo, The Thursday War. The Worst of Lucky Peach, a treasury of encased meat. I actually like the cover on this. It's actually debossed, so all the yellow, well, not all the yellow, just the wording is indented. It's actually, you see anything there? It's actually like a cookbook. So I figured I'd grab it for $1. I hadn't seen it in any of the other stores. And the last book I got is actually at the first store that I bought the Bruce Campbell autographed one from, along with the God of War that I found. I haven't seen the God of War anywhere else after picking that up there. I have seen the Bruce Campbell twice. One time, the first time I saw it, it wasn't an autographed one, and then I found another autographed one. And this one, it was sitting right on top, so it's like they're calling to me to pick them up. Stories from a Hard Rock Life. Access all areas. Scott Ian of Anthrax. this should be a pretty good read. Now, on to Blu-rays and DVDs. Got the slip now for Doe. I found that today, so to show the nice slip. Alright, do the Blu-rays since there's only two. Team Hot Wheels, The Origin of Awesome. I was happy to find this. I didn't really see, like all the other Blu-rays that I found the last couple days. Kind of like this. This one's orange to go with the track. Pretty cool for the DVD. And Monster High Great Scarier Reef. So that's the other Monster High Blu-ray that I have seen being picked up. But I didn't really see any of the other stuff, Blu-ray wise. But like I said, the one store had a lot of stuff, but really, that was like the two Blu-rays I got from there and so forth. I said, working through it. Let's see. Then, let's see, we'll shoot through this. This is some, well, some of it's extra and some of it's from my brother. This one I had to peel the plastic off because it was kind of tearing off. Is Family Possession. I already have this, so I didn't need it for my collection. I just figured somebody would like it because of horror. Found My Bloody Valentine 3D on DVD. The only copy I saw so far out of the stores that actually had any movies. This was actually the last store I went to. I found that. Along with this, Shark Week, Restless Fury. Not sure about that one. And I know some of these wrestling guys out there like this stuff. I picked up an extra one of that that one I showed in my first video. Can't remember what it was, but it was another wrestling one. And this one is Randy Orton. I know there's another one. If I hit one of the stores again, I know I've seen another wrestling one. And let's see. Not sure if my nieces have this or not, because they love the Monster High stuff. This is one of the other DVDs. Is Freaky Fusion. I got to find out what they do and don't have. It's a double feature here from Sony. Is Pocahontas and Anastasia. And kids family movie, A Witch's Ball for the Love of Magic. Drain Power. I ain't really sure. So Canada on the back. That was about it. Don't really see much, but it is Region 1, so it is good. And then this was a really nice pickup here. Animated collection is 10 movies. Animals United, Thor, Adventure Planet, Dear Dracula, Under Wraps, Monstrous Holiday, Gulliver's Travels, Alex, The Reef 2, and Delhi Safari. Not too sure on that one. A nice big 10-pack of animation. And found Coach Season 2. It was I think it was it 2-disc set. This one seemed actually kind of funny. I had to make sure it was a movie. It's How to Train Your Puppy, scratched out and turned to husband. I figure this might be a pretty entertaining little flick here. Echo Bridge. Got another Lucy show, 9 episodes. I was about to pass it up, but I was like, I don't know if I have any of these or not. Most likely I do, with the abundance of Lucy that we've been picking up at Dollar Tree. Here's another one here with Shannon Elizabeth, In the Dark. Definitely quite a bit of horror films in here. It's like a lot of children's cartoons and Blu-rays, and a lot of horror films. This one here is Season 3, Chronicles of the Paranormal, PSI Factor. Almost passed this up, but when I looked at the back, don't know his real name, but Max Headroom, and then he was also the neighbor in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Enjoyed the little bit of stuff I've seen him in. This was a what was this 3-disc set from Echo Bridge. Might be pretty good. And found The Battle Begins, Viking Blood, with the slip. Hostage, Comply or Die. So I have found a few Phase 4 titles in this as well. This was a gem I found at the very last store that I hit today. It's actually the, I think it was the Canadian release. It's Earth's Mightiest Heroes, The Avengers. Season 1, Part 2 in a digibox. I saw the spine, saw Avengers, and I was like, alright. Finally something new. It comes with a poster. A little mini poster. Hulk looks a little messed up in the face, but pretty nice. Get that back in there. And Black Mark with a slip. I almost passed on this. Some of this stuff is just, I'm not sure if I really want to get it, but it's like, it's only $1. Eventually I got to start getting a little bit more strict on what I'm grabbing. Grabbed another Sherlock Holmes from Echo Bridge, which technically I have, the one I have already is 34 episodes. This one's 50, so comes in 2. The other one has the same cover image, but it's a little bit different color in the background. 2 discs, which is nice because they combined to make silhouette there. But technically, this is the only one I needed because these 2 discs aren't in the other one, so I no longer need that. Found here the Ultimate Cartoon Collection, over 170 cartoons. And these are classic old ones. I just barely saw. This was at the first store that had movies. I just kind of barely caught that out of my eye while I was digging, because they had quite a few rows too deep on stuff. Most of the stuff on the bottom was the old stuff. But this is a 3-disc set. When each disc has a different character. Pretty nice. Betty Boop, Popeye, and the last one is Casper. I just wish they had a better way of actually labeling their stuff instead of just putting some barcode numbers on some of these sets, especially the TV sets. You don't know which is. They're not labeling them like disc 1 or 2. It's just barcode, and it's not even in sequential order. Grab this, even though I already have this on Blu-ray. I still haven't watched it yet. I got it when it was a Hamilton book. I only paid like a couple dollars for it. Is All Superheroes Must Die. Remember his. This is James Remar. Know him from Dexter. He was Dexter's father, or adopted father. On this, The Shadow Man, The Nightmares Begin When You Wake. Pretty interesting looking title here. If I Stay, Chloe Grace Moretz. I'm not sure who she is, but this was actually got 20th Century Fox and MGM and Warner Brothers and New Line Cinema on the back. So, but MGM is on the spine, so I'm assuming it's more MGM. You can see all the Fox, MGM, Warner, New Line. Let's see. Then I got another animated, The Spectacular Spider-Man Volume 6. Contains episodes 18, 19, and 20 from the hit TV show. They really milked this, only putting 3 episodes on a disc. I've got a couple of these, but I mean, if I'm paying $1 for it, I don't really care. But there's no way I would have been paying $7, because I know a lot of these are at Dollar General, and I'm not forking out that. This looks really interesting. So far, I've only found 1 copy, and Victor has asked. So if I find another one, it's going to Victor. And I'm probably gonna watch this tonight because this looks really cool. It is called Hoarders. He'd sent me a thing asking me to find this, and I actually found it. But now I just need to find another one. I feel pretty good that I'll find another one. The synopsis is: a group of washed-up reality TV stars cook up the premise for the most epic reality series ever. Extremely Haunted Hoarders. Their pilot episode is to feature Murphy Evans, owner of 3 cluttered, condemned and possibly possessed mansions, who needs to curb his hoarding habits and have his mansions flipped within 48 hours before he loses everything. Armed with a team of D-list has-beens specializing in hoarding, intervention, house renovation, and paranormal activity, they plan to save Murphy Evans and his properties by the deadline. Though the odd dead cat and sewage leak are to be expected, the group never expects to encounter ghouls and zombies in the bowels of the basement. So, just from that, and looking at the images on here, this looks really pretty good. So hopefully I will knock this out and watch that tonight, and be able to talk more about that. We're right around 20. So So, like I said, I'm only doing little areas at a time. Hopefully by this weekend, everybody will be, hopefully have stuff if they actually have it, and the ones that have been putting it out early. So I feel better today about what I picked up. Yesterday was just good because of I did the thrift store to make amends. So thanks for the new subscribers. Thank you all for watching. And I hope you guys have some good luck at finding some stuff. And we will see you on number 3, because I'm sure I'm going to do a third. Hopefully it doesn't get as carried away as last one.